I think it's a good step forward. Shows what we're capable of, and I think he left some points out there as well. I think we can be even better, but it's a very formidable opponent, and I think that's reassuring for us to show us what kind of productivity we really have as a team.
Well, what does when Henry opens the game with an 87-yard touchdown? How does that affect things?
I mean, just instant momentum. A guy like that. I think the guys don't really want to tackle him to begin with, but you get him on the first play of the game. Going 80+ yards. I think just gives the guys a lot of confidence. For the rest of the game and a lot of belief in what we're doing. So I'm just very thankful he's on my team.
You've had back-to-back games where you put up a ton of yards on the ground as an offense. What does that say about this offensive line?
I mean, that's just what we're capable of. I mean, I've always believed in the guys that we had on the line, and whoever needs to be in there. Pat had to replace Andrew, whatever lineup we need to have. I believe in all those guys. I'm confident in them, and I know they can get the job done, and we did that shit tonight.
Ronnie, is this what the Ravens' offense is, or is this opponent? What are the other layers to this offense?
I just think we're a good offense. I think to be a complete offense, you got to handle whatever job you need to do that day. If you need to run the ball that day, you got to do it. You have to go 2-minute mode. You got to do it. You got to be ready for whatever scenario. So I think we're coming to be a complete offense.
Ronnie, you come out of the gate in the second half, and they started to get some things going. And then, after the KVM fumble, you guys kind of poured it on from there. What did that fumble and then being able to punch it in after that mean at that time?
I mean, it was a big play. It was a huge turning point for us, to really add on to our lead. But definitely not happy the way we came out in the second half. I think we started a little slow, and I think we shouldn't, need to put our defense in that position to get us, to get back into a positive position. So I think we still have a lot we need to work on, but very proud of how everyone fought.
Ronnie, a lot said about the 0-2 start and then not being able to finish games as much recently. What did it mean to put together your best performance to this point in the season at home in primetime against this team?
I think it's just, very reassuring. I feel like we're putting in the work, and we go to work, we put in the effort every day, and I see the guys how hard they work, and I know that stuff's gonna come to fruition. What I try to remind the guys is focus on the process and not the results, because I don't think the results always reflect everything that's going on. And I think when we come back during the week, we always look at the details, and it's not always as bad as you think, it's not always as good as you think. So guys are just doing good at being accountable and making sure they come to work every day and getting better.
Ron, what can you say about the growth of this offensive line from week one to where we're at right now, and kind of the work that you guys have put into to get the kind of performance that you had today?
Yeah, every day those guys come out and work better. Hop's on us. We're hardest working group on the team. I think so. Every day those guys are coming in, not complaining. We have guys down. Sometimes the practice might be down a guy or two, and some guys might have to do double the reps, and everyone's gonna do their part. So everyone's getting better. I'm proud of everyone.
Ronnie, you mentioned McCary. I mean, this was his first career start at left guard. He's now started at every position in his career. What's it say about him, and just how impressive is that he is that versatile for you guys?
I'm not surprised. I mean, Pat's been doing this his whole career. He's 6-7 years deep, and he's finally, he's completed the mission of playing all 5 positions in the NFL. This was the 5th one. So, that's a feather on his cap. But I'm really not surprised by Pat's productivity. He's really a unicorn in this business, and I think his talent to do that is invaluable.
Were you aware of how close Derek was to 200? He ended with 199, but as an offense, were you aware how close?
Yeah, we were aware by the end of the game how close he was. Yeah.
Ronnie, Harbaugh was talking about just how detail-oriented Derrick Henry is. What is the kind of stuff that maybe we see, or we don't see, but you guys see behind the scenes that makes him such a good running back?
I mean, you guys already know about his diet, the way he takes care of his body, and stuff I see him do pre-practice. He does his whole warm-up routine. He's very diligent. He's a very diligent person. He's kind of in that autopilot mode where he knows all the things he needs to do to play at that level. To run that fast at his size, and he comes in every day, and he doesn't miss a day. He's just always working.
Did Pat McCary, did you guys all know that was his last spot that he hadn't started at yet? Was that a talking point this week at all?
I don't think it was a talking point. But yeah, I think after we knew at the beginning of the week that was a possibility.
All right, thanks, Ronnie.
Thanks, Ronnie. Appreciate it.